Welcome to the Mounting Block. I'm Oriel.
And I'm Marissa.
We're here to inspire each other and, of course, you, our listeners, as we navigate the wild ride of rediscovering our love for horses while juggling work, kids, businesses, and a million other things.
From tackling fears to finding time in between school drop-offs, spilled snacks, business meetings and marriage, we're here to share the laughs, the lessons and the occasional mishap in the saddle.
So grab a coffee, a wine, maybe even a lead rope if you're game, and join us for honest, uninterrupted conversations, a bit of mum life mayhem and a whole lot of encouragement.
This is a Mounting Block. Let's get a leg over and join us for the ride.
Season 2 on the Mounting Block.
How cool.
We're back. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. We've had a bit of a break. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it has. What, 3 weeks? 4 weeks maybe?
4 weeks, yeah.
Feels like a long time.
It does, because getting back into headphones and microphones feels a little bit like, oh, we're doing this all over again.
Doing it again.
Yeah.
But we have so much to share with everybody.
I know. It's been a wild few weeks in Horseland.
It has in Horseland. And that's what we're going to do today, we should say. We are just going to talk about Horseland.
And what we've been through.
And everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Because, so last season we talked a lot about the beautiful Laney.
Yes.
And we'll talk about Laney again today. But the big news is Laney is not alone in a paddock.
No, he's not, because I have had the absolute joy of getting a gorgeous, gorgeous girl on a lease arrangement. And her name is Hickatee, and she is a Hartmore horse. And she's a beautiful quarter horse that is 9 years old. And such, oh my gosh, she's just so, what a dream.
What beautiful. A dream. She's beautiful. I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased too. Why are you biased?
Well, so Hickatee was bred by my sister and her husband and the Hartmore farm, and then was ridden by one of my sister's 3 daughters. Now, these girls are incredible riders. They're just the 3 of them. There's twins and then a younger one. So the twins are in year 10 and the younger one is in year 8. I think I'm getting that right. Sorry if I'm not, but I think that's right.
Auntie.
Yeah, I know. But they're incredible riders. They've been riding since they were 2. Unreal. Dad is just an amazing horseman, like just a brilliant horseman. I'm going to try and twist his arm and get him on the podcast at some point.
Oh, yeah, that would be very cool.
And it's a really cool story because Michelle, obviously, my sister, grew up in the city and had a very high-powered job and met her then husband-to-be and completely turned her life around and now runs a cattle farm and a horse stud in central Queensland with her husband. They run it together.
Unbelievable.
Incredible story. And we should get Michelle on to have a chat about that.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, to cut a long story short, Hickatee is one of Michelle's. The girls, one of Michelle's girls has competed Hickatee, evented on Hickatee, and she's just such a beautiful, really well-trained mare.
Yeah.
And this particular daughter is going on to ride bigger horses and jump bigger jumps. And so Michelle was looking for a wonderful home for Hickatee, but her daughter didn't want to sell her.
No.
So
it's beautiful. We were the lucky family to be able to take care of her.
Yeah, she's landed with us.
Oh, so fun. With us? Well, it is an us situation now because as a result of this, I almost purchased another horse over this period of time, which sadly fell through. But I just needed a paddock buddy for Hickatee at the moment until the next pony or horse comes into our life. So Laney has been having some sleepovers.
He has been having some sleepovers in the paddock,
which is so cute. Yeah. And they, in the short time they've been together, which is about really a week, they've got actually a really cute friendship, and it's very lovely to watch a new dynamic in a herd sort of space, and how that all pans out. So we've been very fortunate that they get along and they don't,
they're lovely together. And what's funny is Laney's always been, at the bottom of the pecking order.
Yeah.
He's a very gentle boy, and he's always been, at the bottom. And we assumed that was going to be the case with Hickatee too, because she's a very strong girl.
Yeah.
She knows her mind. But it's not. Laney is in charge.
Laney's the boss.
In a gentle way.
And in a gentle way. And she's very calm. She's a very calm girl. She sort of doesn't seem to be ruffled by much. So maybe she just went, well, there's big boys here, whatever. You just have your food and I'll just step over here and have mine.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to start this next sort of period of time where we're riding together, but we're riding on horses that, I mean, you've always had, well, for a long time, you've had Laney, but now I can have consistency on Hickatee and get to know her and learn all about her. And yeah, I'm really excited by that because while I loved changing horses on the regular, it was also, it's just nice to have consistency and to grow myself as a rider as well. So yeah, really, really excited.
And we see that growing quickly because the first time you got on her, you were straight off into a canter.
Yes.
And, warmed her up a little bit and then bang, off you went.
Yeah. And it was so fun. I giggled, didn't I?
You did.
I giggled the whole time I was cantering her, like, woohoo! This is so fun. And she's just I don't know, I just sort of felt like I just trusted her immediately, which is great. She hasn't shown me otherwise. So far, so good.
Yep.
Yeah. So that has been a big change. And now we're in the process of feeding and getting into just understanding like, mornings and afternoons, and because we haven't had horses in our paddock for since we've lived here.
Yep.
So that's been really cool. I actually really enjoy going down in the morning with my coffee and early morning start and seeing them first thing.
See little faces.
See the little faces who are hungry.
And I'd like to shout out to your husband at this point.
Oh, yeah, my husband.
Yep.
He's on board.
He's on board. We're standing on the balcony having a little chat, you and I look down to the paddock and there's Jay cuddling the horses. And then he goes back into the stable where he's got a bit of a man cave in the stable.
His man cave, yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous. So he goes back in there, watches a bit more rugby, and there must have been an ad break or something. Literally 15 minutes later, he's come back out and he's cuddling the horses. Gives them a bit of a cuddle and he's just standing there. And I was just like, I said, is he doing what I think he is?
Yep.
You're like, yep.
He loves them.
Loving on those horses.
He loves them.
So gorgeous.
Yeah. He's hook, line and sinker in, and he's never grown up with horses and he knows really nothing about them. Sometimes that's terrifying because I'm like, hey, don't get in between their bums when they're doing that. And he's like, no, it's fine, isn't it? I'm like, well, you'll soon find out if it's not.
You might not want to find out that way, but
yeah. So, but no, so far so good, and it's So a lot of this season is going to be about what I guess where we take this, and we're going to do some new things. We're going to do, I can finally get out and do a trail ride with you, and feel the fear that you feel being out in the wilderness. I don't know.
Yep. On that tracks.
Yeah, and just learning different things and doing it together, which is so fun.
Yeah. And it's a whole new experience. So we're going to be doing some slightly different things and talking about some different things along this journey that we're having. But because so many different things happened over this course of time, we thought we'd just have a chat.
Yeah.
Pick up the season.
Yeah. And as a result of these horses coming into our paddock, we decided to go through the process of I'm certainly insuring Hickatee while she's under my care. And so as part of that, you get a vet check. And so you decided to vet check Laney for the insurance purpose as well, because you thought, well, I haven't insured him, so maybe I'll do that. And it's like pet insurance for your dogs. Because vet bills, we don't really want to face them with horses.
Yes, they're rather large.
Large vet bills, yeah. So anyway, we went through the process of having a vet check over the holidays. And that scarily pops up something for Laney you want to talk about.
Yeah, he had a heart murmur. And, I mean, I don't know a huge amount about heart murmurs in horses, but, this poor vet. So we'd not met the vet before, beautiful vet called Paula.
Yeah.
And, she was talking about this. She spent a long time listening to his heart. And I did think at the time, I've never seen a vet check on a horse. Maybe that's normal. But it wasn't. It wasn't. She'd heard something and she just wanted to make sure that she did actually hear it.
Yeah.
And so she said, well, what we need to do to make sure that he's safe and that you're safe when you're riding him is he needs an echocardiogram just to check out how bad it is You know, worst case scenario, you'd have to retire him because he wouldn't be safe to ride for him or for whoever the rider is.
And also, you know, people say, oh, a horse can just drop dead underneath you if it's bad. I mean, that's a terrifying concept. For both. And so, you know, you really wanted to make sure that he was going to be okay because you know you love him and he, you know, you don't want to do anything wrong by him.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we went in last week or last week. And
no, it was this week. It was this week.
Earlier this week.
Yeah.
This week.
It felt like a long week waiting for that appointment. It was yesterday. Correct. It was yesterday.
It has been a long week.
It's been a long week, but it was also a long week waiting between because we had the vet check last week.
Yep.
And so then it was 8 days to wait for this appointment. Yeah. So it felt like a long time to wait for this news.
Yeah. And then they went in and the cardiologist who did the echo was lovely, explained what he was doing every step of the way. Laney walked into this chute thing just like an angel. He was amazing. And then he was sedated for the actual echo, just a little bit. He just got a little bit sleepy, but he was still standing. And the end result is he does have a very slight heart murmur, but the vet said, and I'll try and get it in his words, he has as much risk of something bad happening as any other horse.
So good.
So good.
So it's just something he was born with. It's not anything or maybe degenerative or
don't know that. He just said, you know, it's normal for a horse. Like, you know, you'd rather not have a heart murmur, but if you've got a heart murmur, it's very low grade.
Great.
And there's nothing in it that he sees that he's worried about at all.
Yeah, and I think one of the tests they did was with exercise, right?
Yes.
And nothing changed with it, which was the stress test side of it. I think,
actually, that's funny in itself. So he said to me, so we'll just get him, we'll lunge him, first of all, just to get his heart up. So I'll listen to him first before he goes and gets his echo. Then we'll do a little bit of exercise, so get his heart rate up, and then we'll listen again, and then we'll do the echo. And I said, okay, that's fine. So he said, so does he lunge? And I said, yes, he lunges. And he went, oh, okay, here you go. And he hands me a lunge rope. I've never lunged Laney before. I knew he would lunge because he's been beautifully trained. But he handed me this and I looked at him and I said, oh. And he said, well, you want to lunge him? And I went, yes.
Because I don't want to look like an idiot right now.
He's looking at me like, I said, I've never lunged him before, but I'll give it a go. And he's like, are you sure? And of course he was an angel.
Oh, was he?
Absolute angel.
Did you just trot him? Was it a trot?
Yeah. Just trot. Walked around once or twice and then just trotted, and he was just beautiful. And I just went, whoa, and he stopped.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's just a little angel.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
So it was really relieving news.
Yes, so good news. And I started saying this poor vet, she told us about this heart murmur, and of course I started crying.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I brought you this news.
I won't forget your face. You turned around to me and then you just collapsed into tears. And I was like, oh my God, what? Because I'd been up at the house grabbing my boots.
Yeah.
So I'd missed a lot of it. Yeah. And then I came back to you just, having these tears. And I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
What has happened? But it's all, you know what? You know now, and it's all positive, and he's got lots of life in him. Yes. That beautiful horse.
Yes.
And so today then you're in your joggers, I'm not, because you rode.
I did. Yes.
And it was probably a really carefree ride today because you had all of this gone from your mind now, right?
Yes.
And you were able to just go, okay, everything's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've talked about anxiousness and anxiety around riding and age and all of that. And so a couple of different people have told me, but my sister was with me this morning and she is a qualified riding instructor amongst everything else that she does. And she'd said to me, don't be in such a hurry. And so that's what I've just decided. I had decided to slow down a bit, but she said, you're not in a rush to do any of this. So let's go back to the basics. And we got him, in self-carriage beautifully. Yeah. We got him on a long low, his head nice and low. And we did that in walk and we did that in trot. And we spent about an hour and a bit doing all of that.
Yeah.
So it was a lovely, calming ride. He was on a very long rein for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And I felt really good getting on, felt really good getting off. And
Yeah,
I had a good
really
time.
positive. I like that. It sort of ties into our need to rush all the time.
100%.
And, and I think you get on a horse, and a lot of the time, we have set time frames that we are riding in. Like we have set aside 45 minutes or an hour, or we're in a lesson and that's the time. So there is almost a bit of a rush to sort of move things on quickly. And but I really like that. That's just such a better mindset going into it, that there's no rush. Like
It's no rush.
maybe you won't canter today, but you're going to do a whole lot of other things that are just at a slower pace. And I think that's great.
And maybe we don't compete for 2 years.
Totally fine with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like just take a bit of a step back. What we also did was, and you came out and watched, was this as well, was one of the girls, one of Michelle's daughters, actually took Laney out over a cross-country course, and he was amazing.
Oh, my God. Okay, that was so terrifying to watch, because the jumps are huge. Your nieces are incredible little riders, so I wasn't terrified for them. But I was like, wow, we have both ridden that horse.
Yep.
And look at him go.
Look at him go.
Look at what he's capable of. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was so crazy to watch that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like him at his full pace.
Yeah.
He's a big
boy.
Powerful horse.
Yeah.
And I thought, woo. Okay.
And these are little girls.
Oh, they're amazing.
They
had such control. Yeah.
Two of the girls rode him.
Inspirational.
One of them did a jump round and the other did a cross country.
Yeah.
So he's now an eventer.
Yes, Laney. Yeah. Well, he did do inventing in his past, didn't he? So was it not inventing? He did show jumping.
Yeah,
show yes. Jumping. Okay. So the rounding out is the cross country.
So he's an eventer. I'm not an eventer.
You got to keep up with your horse now.
Yeah, but he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He was clearing those jumps like no tomorrow, and just the power in him was. I was so happy to watch that, but also just like whoa.
Yeah, and we know we know Hickatee's an eventer.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to watch her fly over the jumps because then they'll be scared. I'll just take it. Hickatee and I are just going to do. We'll just start with 40.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go to, up a little bit together.
Yeah.
And I know she'll be able to do it because I know she's done it all. And I'll just have the confidence that she can just do that over, carry me over it. Yeah. And then it's all good.
Yeah.
That's my mindset.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking to it.
So we've got the horses that can take us there. So now it's about, can we get there?
Can we get there? That's right. And that's what this next sort of chapter for us is about. Hey, we're just going to start to really focus on our upskilling with these horses in the new environment and, riding together in different ways, because I can now, I have a bit more freedom to do that with you, which is super fun.
Yeah. And I know that this, we started this podcast to talk about, carving out time for ourselves and all of that in these very busy lives that we live in. And I know we spend a lot of time today talking about horses.
Yeah.
Because that was the choice that we made to carve out this time. And we've just solidified this. Like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. We've really gone with the commitment now.
Yes.
And we even just sat before and looked at our weeks and just sat and went, okay, on what days can we do what around our commitments? And I think by doing that, it means that they almost become a bit of a non-negotiable for us. There will be, we both accept that life will get in the way and things will pop up and we won't be able to do everything we're committing to. But between the school drop-offs and the work meetings and all the things that we have to go on, we are going to find those little pockets of time where we can commit to each other. And I think that's great. And once you can sort of get that in our heads around what that looks like, then it becomes part of our routine. And then we just, that's what we do. Yeah. And we did a good job of doing that previously. So I believe we can do it again. We can do it again.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because with both you and I, we are both working under our own steam, i.e. working with our own businesses. And our own clients. And I think for those out there who are doing the same, it is slightly easier.
Yeah.
But it's still a juggle. I mean, we just came out of school holidays. You were away for a period of time over school holidays, which is lovely. So you could take time out with your family.
Yeah.
I took time out earlier in the year. I went away earlier or a few weeks before the holidays. Actually took the kids away. We went away to the Great Barrier Reef. So this holiday was really quite challenging from a parenting point of view.
Was it?
Yeah. Because we did 2 days of vacation care of the 2 weeks. maybe 2 days of vacation care over the 2 weeks, and my older son did 2 years of a junior engineering course that he loves, learning how to code. So there's 2 days with both kids and 2 days with one child that they were doing something else, and the rest of the time I was trying to juggle work.
Ugh.
So work and the kids,
they're always hungry.
They're always hungry. They're always hungry.
Honestly,
but it's really hard not to just have them in front of the TV all the time.
Yeah, it is. And school holidays, like there's just so bloody many of them.
There are.
It's just so many of them.
So you can't always take time off.
You can't always take time off. Like, no, the 12 weeks that they have off does not, you know, work with even having our own business, like the productivity. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that to my clients and my workload. So it does. Yeah, I agree. It's a juggle. And going away is definitely the easier option because you can forget about that, even though I was camping, which, 10 days of camping was...
That was camping if you missed it.
She was camping.
But she was in a caravan, so I don't know.
Is it classed as camping really if you're in a caravan? Yeah. I mean, I was at a caravan park. I was at campgrounds. I mean,
we should just explain this a little better. In a caravan that was set up for you, so when you didn't drag it out from home and tow it all the way to the campsite. You called someone who delivered the caravan, set it up,
balanced it, showed us what all the buttons did,
and then they left.
There were towels and sheets in it too.
See, when you talk about camping, I'm not so sure.
So we probably need to define what camping truly is, but I'm going to say living in a caravan park for 10 days with people all around and not my own facilities pushed my limits. Pushes my limits. Yes. But I do it for the children.
You do it for the children. We do it for the children.
Do it for the kids,
only for the children.
Yeah, and it was at the beach, so it was lovely. It was very beautiful.
Yeah.
And we're very I always come back from these trips in Queensland and think, how lucky, God, we just have so much around us that is just spectacular.
Best beaches in the world.
Oh,
without
really?
question.
It was just, we're at Cotton Tree. So it was this corner of sort of Malilabara, Maroochydore. And it's just spectacular. And the weather was amazing. And it was a lovely week. It was really, really nice. But I think the juggle is hard and we're just starting term 4 and all the activities kick back with a vengeance and the afternoons are full and the weekends start to, birthday parties and sports and all those things again. And we're getting into the Christmas concerts and end of year spectaculars. And I have a child graduating and all of the things. So we're up for a busy time, but Oriel, we are going to commit to our writing. We are going to doing it.
Yep, and we're committing to this. We're committing to you guys.
We're committing to the podcast. Absolutely. Yep. And we've already lined up a couple of guests, which we're really, really excited about.
So this is, we just, we're a bit self-indulgent, but we wanted to talk about all the news that had happened.
Since all the check-ins.
We last spoke. But we will get back to the business of the mounting block.
We will.
Yeah,
we are back to the mounting block season 2.
Yeah, we're young enough to still throw a leg over.
We are still young enough to put a leg over, for sure. Well, thanks so much for listening, everyone. It was so fun.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.